Please join me in welcoming Sushant on stage. May I request our committee members here, Ravi Walia, for a floor presentation to Sushant.
Thank you so much. So hello everyone, I am Sushant Pattnaik and I am just 21 years old now. I am just pursuing my BTech from Oriental University. And well, I will start my session with my journey from being an inventor to an entrepreneur. I started my journey when I was studying in class 10, but before that I would like to draw all of your attention the time I was spending when I was studying in class 5th, when I was a 5th standard kid. My father used to give to me a remote control car, like toys. So my father, when I used to get good marks in my school life, so my father used to give me a remote control car. Generally what other kids would have done, they try to play it, they try to get bored, then they would throw it, then they buy some other toys. But what I did, I just play for one day, then I was curious to know why it's happening in this way. I have been taught in my school life when I was studying in first standard or second standard that there is a battery, there is a motor, there are wires, there is a switch. If we switch on the, if we activate the switch, then the current flows from battery to the motor and the motor works through a wire. But here there is no wire, there is a remote control, there is a car, and there is no connection between the remote and the car and how it's working. I was afraid. I thought there might be some ghost which got inside the car, and 2 days I didn't touch it. I just kept in a hidden box. Then the third day I thought, let's open it and see how the ghost look like. I have seen in movies, in serials, that some ghost like spirit something. Let's see how the ghost look like. So I got a screwdriver. I tried to open the car and try to see what are the circuits. But I found something crazy things like a kind of circuits or something which consist of some black and red components which I know as transistor or resistor. But during my 5th standard, it was something like creepy type of things, full of wires and all. I said, whoa, this is a ghost, wow, so cool. Then I try to place it, then I try to get back the car as it is. And when I try to play it, it won't work. Then my father stopped gifting me any kind of toys. Then gradually it happens that curiosity inside me created in such a way that now one day what I did, then I tried to hack laptops, mobile phones, and one day my attention got attracted towards a television. And during those days we don't have that LCD TV, we have that box type TV. And my mom is too much fond of watching TV serials, Saas Bahu serials. During those days, Kahani Ghar Ghar Ke, kyunki Saas Bhi Kabhi Bahu was one of the famous TV serial. My mom used to forget everything, dinner, lunch, to watch that serial. She can't skip that serial. She can go anywhere, but during exact at sharp 10 p.m. she gets back to home. So that day, around 8 p.m. my father and my parents went for a shopping and left me alone inside the house. And you know how my brain worked. I just got a screwdriver and tried to open the television. And after I opened it, I saw, wow, this is the Jannat. I loved it. Like I was completely lost. So many circuits, so many things. When I tried to open one circuit, I got a heavy shock. But still I tried to open all the circuits. Wow, this is what I want. But as soon as the clock struck to 10 p.m., I heard a bike sound, beep, beep. I know my parents came. Just I tried to place artist where all the positions are. I tried to fix the TV, put the screw at its proper position, jump back with my bed, hold a book so that my parents think I'm like a good kid, I am studying. But I put the book in reverse direction. But then my parents came back to my home, and now my mom was completely involved in watching that TV. So just took the remote, then power on the plug and press the remote, it booms, doops. Half of the one corner of my house was on fire. Even the screens and all, even my neighbors came and put water, sand, whatever things. And I was like, wow, what I did. Now I think I have become a scientist. Wow, I burned the house just by pressing a remote. Then I was like, my pocket money stopped. That night I was not given dinner, and my stomach was full with getting lot of scoldings from my parents. And not only of my own house, I even tried to hack these gadgets of my neighbors also. If you come to my colony and ask any of my neighbor, how is Sushant, how was the life of Sushant, they will first try to hide all the electronic components like laptops and mobile phones, because I also damaged all the components of my neighbors as well. Now I'm going to share some of my incident, how I come across my first innovation, that is breath sensor apparatus for the disabled person. Actually, my father has a high blood pressure, and I generally accompany him to go to for his health checkup. So that day my father was doing the health checkup, and I was kept outside the clinic, and my attention got attracted to a disabled person, and that person was quite old age, and he was not able to speak, even not able to express his feelings what he exactly wants. That person was slightly able to raise his hands, but not able to convey the message, or he wants something. And he was completely accompanied by a nurse all the time. So the nurse, without understanding anything, just handed over him a glass of water, and he just threw it down. By seeing that incident, it really hurts me. It was really painful incident. Although I am not disabled, I am completely normal, but I can feel the pain what he is feeling. I felt that their lives are worse than death. As the person was completely dependent on others. His brain is working, but his completely body was paralyzed. His hands was not working, his legs were not working, not able to even speak. Then I thought that I agree I am not a disabled, but I should do something for them by which they can lead a life like a normal life. They can do works like normal human beings do. And that time I was studying in 10th standard. I didn't have proper knowledge of electronics, but I had a curiosity to do something. I had strong determination that I have to do something for them. Then I thought to do something for them so that they can act like normal, I have to find a common thing between a normal human being and a disabled person. The first thing I found, that is brain. Yes, brain is common, brain is not disabled. But to do something like through brain, that the technology, the gadgets, which the electrical appliances or the movement, to do through brain is too difficult, it would be more costly, because brain is not constant also. The circuit will get damaged because our brain is very fluctuated at very fast speed. The second interesting thing which I found, which is a common between a normal human being and a disabled person, is breathing. You can see the breathing rate of a normal human being and a disabled person is common. Normal breathing, forced breathing. Then I invented this gadget, this electronics gadget, which converts breathing energy to electromagnetic energy. There is an option panel where the options keeps on scrolling, like whether to take the wheelchair forward or back, or to activate on any of the electrical appliances, and which option you want, you breathe out, that option will get activated. And what are the benefit? That person can navigate a wheelchair in any direction they wish. That person can switch on and switch off all the electrical appliances without using any hands and legs. Only through breathing commands, that person can able to switch on and switch off without getting assist from anyone. They can do any kinds of basic communications, like they can even text message, I want strawberry flavor ice cream, through a phone, and they can text to their nearest family members. And just have a small video where you can see only through my breathing commands I am able to navigate this wheelchair without using my hands and legs. So not only myself, I thought, yeah, I am able to operate this wheelchair, this system properly, whether the target person like the disabled people are able to do it or not. So I have tested on more than 40 paralyzed people across India and across world, and they have successfully performed the pilot test. and this is a doctor recommendation from Apollo Hospital and Kar Hospital in Odisha, which it mentioned that this technology is completely safe to be used by these disabled people. Then I came to understand that there is a life something apart from engineering and doctor. I think everyone, all the parents feel that if we are engineer and doctor, then we are successful. But I feel that there is a field which is something different from being an engineer or doctor. We can perform innovativeness and entrepreneurial approach in every field. And this is what I found, that it can change the lifestyle of ours and the lifestyle of this present world. If you are becoming an inventor or entrepreneur or any field, maybe a singer or dancer, he can have an innovative and entrepreneurial approach in every field, and maybe in the field of chartered accountant as well. And what is innovation according to me? It's not about making a complicated thing, it's about how we solve things simply. The way of our imagination and we visualize and how we execute the things in a practical form. That is what I feel is innovation. But only innovation is not enough. If I will invent that thing and I will display among the public or anywhere, so that should not be done innovation. It should be used by the target person for whom this invention has been invented. So I have to enter into the field of entrepreneur as well. This innovation has to be marketed and it has to be reach the target person. Like for the breath sensor, is a disabled person as the target person who should get benefit of this device. And an entrepreneur should have this approach. The bull is I dedicate as a barriers which can come as being an entrepreneur, and one can go through this various process, very innovative process to solve that barrier. And when pessimists, optimists and realists fight whether the glass is half empty or half filled, Mr. Entrepreneur drank the water. That should be an approach of an entrepreneur. And what's marketing? The main thing an entrepreneur should have the quality is the marketing. Do we really need to do MBA to know about marketing? I don't think so. Marketing is something that a guy goes to a girl and asks, I am handsome, I am rich, will you be my girlfriend? This is called direct marketing. And if a girl slaps him back, this is called customer's feedback. If a guy goes to a girl, before the guy proposes the girl introduces herself with his husband, that this person is my husband. This is demand and supply gap. Before the guy proposes the girl, and if the guy's wife arrives, this is restriction from entering into the market. If one of your friend goes to a girl and says, see, look at that's my friend, he's a quite handsome guy, he's rich, you should make him your boyfriend. This is called advertisement. But without anything, if a girl comes to you and say, you are handsome, you are rich, will you be my boyfriend? This is called brand recognition. And in every of our product, we should have a really brand recognition approach. And this is what I want to say, that everyone struggle, we say we have struggled a lot, but when you are just near to the success, we quit. Oh, it's enough, I can't continue further. But we never know that how we are close to the success of diamonds. This generally happens in everyone's case. But I was not comfortable doing only one innovation. I thought if one innovation got successful, then I should invent more and more and solve so many things. So how many of you have come across the movie Chris? I think everyone would have seen the movie Chris. Everyone must have been knowing that the father of the Chris was who invented a time machine at Singapore, but that's an animated one. That's just by using some special effects, it has been displayed. Like the Chris was doing, the father of the Chris was doing everything on the 3-dimension area, and it was getting performed on the time machine. Then I saw that if that's a hypothetical one, or by using special effect it has been done, then why not to, in this modern day, why we are using keyboards and mouse to operate computers and laptops? Why not we can use this 3-dimensional space as the keyboard and mouse? So whatever the gesture action I do on this 3-dimensional space, that gets result in action on the digital screen. I mean, you can operate any computer and laptop applications like PowerPoint, Excel, everything without using your keyboard and mouse. Your keyboard and mouse is in air. Just have the video demo of it, where I have demonstrated in one of the seminar. And I am not able to brought some of the gadgets over here because due to the airport security check in Bhopal, they stopped me in taking the gadgets. Otherwise, I could have done the live demonstration. You can see. Power point also, you can pick any object, you can drop any object on the screen, you can see. So well, this is what we observe. If someone gives in this manner, we tell it as junk food. But if we open this and put it on the plate, we call it as balanced meal. How many of you agree to it? It generally happens, I don't know. My mom used to say, don't eat junk food, you will get fat, your health will be in trouble. But I found, yeah, this is the balanced meal. If I do the same thing, my mom says, yeah, you are getting a balanced food, good. And we determine success in this way. We generally, we see whatever this, we feel this is success, but generally the success is this. It never that what we observe, but the practical is something really different. Like we say, जो दिखता है होता नहीं, जो होता है वो दिखता नहीं, like it's something of that type. Now the question whether a car can drive without a driver, I think all of you have got some little bit information from Google car or something. But thing is that is it possible that you have your own car and you sell your car to buy that driverless car only? That is true. There are so many factors like cost factor, design factor, whether you may not like the design of the driverless car. So, and if you take the country like India, is it possible that to replace all the cars with the driverless car? If someone has a car like Skoda or Honda City, will they sell their car to purchase this driverless car? Then I thought, why not to do something really in a different manner or in an innovative manner, that all the people don't need to sell their cars. Let their normal car, if someone has a Maruti 800 also, to convert their normal Maruti 800 car to a super car, like a driverless car, by implementing a small kit. So I invented a driverless car technology kit, which can be implemented in any normal car to convert it into a driverless car. And if the car is driverless, then it will reduce all kinds of road accidents.
Perfectly driverless car. So finally you are going to see, I am going to run this car without any driver, and that I have only access. So just watch it.
You can see there is no driver in the place and the audience is enjoying the driving. This is a normal Tata Indigo car which I have converted to a driverless car. And this is what we do. We say we do hard work, day and night, but I don't know why we didn't get success. We really worked hard. We really worked hard by giving the exams, but we don't know why we didn't qualify. So this is what I call as hard work. We do in this hard work in this way, but what's the result? We should do smart and effective work rather than doing hard work. You may do hard work for 1 hour, but that should be really effective one, not this. And this is now the modern story. We read this of putting stones. Now this is a competitive world. If we work in this manner, then we are out from the competition. Now we have to be really smart enough to drink water or to get success. How your brain works if you get too lazy. I don't know any of you are lazy, only I know I am damn lazy. I am so lazy that if there is a water bottle over here, if one of my friends is standing over here, I will never ask him that please lend me that water bottle. For that also I developed a gadget, like if there is a water bottle, if I want I will do like this and just observe what I did when I am too lazy. This is my home.
I am Sushant, and now I am going to
The gadget which I am wearing on the hand, just watch how it works. It's too difficult to get up and get it. पिक्चर अभी बाकी है. Now I think all of you are curious to know how it exactly works. So this is the water bottle which I have pulled. Actually there is a sticker over here, and behind the sticker I have implemented one magnetic band, one magnetic band, small magnetic band which is fixed, and the one which I am wearing can change the polarity of the magnet and the intensity of the magnet. So when I am doing in this clockwise manner, the intensity of the magnet increases, and because of the unlike pole, like that might be the north pole and this may be the south pole, it gets attracted. And I practiced a lot to make it perfect one. In first try it didn't happen. Then in the reverse manner, when I move my hand in anti-clockwise direction, the polarity changes, and more I do the movement, the intensity keeps on increasing, by which the north pole and it's repelled and it went back. But I practiced a lot to make it place as it is. So I do this kind of crazy things. Now, how can you be damn lazy to make a chair follow after you? Like if I want to sit, I imagine that why should I go to the chair? Why can the chair, I call chair come, why shouldn't the chair come to me? Just watch it, how I made it possible.
Hello everyone, I am Sushant, and today I am going to show something really interesting to observe. Just watch it.
Then later I thought that this can be also used, can be useful for the blind people as well. The people who are not able to see, they can just call the chair and the chair can come to them and they can sit. But I did for my own entertainment. Then by seeing the increasing rate of rape attacks, and especially in India, I think now you people are quite aware that in India, rape attacks are, the rate of rape attacks is in #1 position among the world, and USA and Brazil are also increasing rape attacks. So I thought that what we do, we people do slogans, we people do strikes that real men don't rape, but it hardly matters. There should be a permanent solution by which the rape attacks should reduce. Then I thought to invent a gadget, something for girls, and so that they can save themselves from any kind of rape attacks. You can watch the video where I have demonstrated properly how this gadget exactly works, what are the features I have implemented. Like there is a super flash, super micro heater, super siren, and emergency call.
क्या कर रहा है यार? अबे देख तो सामने. अबे हाँ यार. अबे देख तो. मैडम अकेले अकेले. अरे हमें भी साथ ले चलो. उधर से उधर. क्या लगा दिया बे? लग गया बे? क्या हो गया? चल गया? क्या लग गया बे? क्या हो गया? क्या हो गया?
Hello, police station is emergency, please.
मेरी आँख कुछ दिखाई नहीं दे रहा. क्या हो गया?
Hello everyone, I am Sushant Pattnaik, and now I am going to explain my Inventor band, which is a self-defense device for girls to protect themselves from any kinds of rape attacks. So here I have included 4 special features, and those are super flash, super micro heater, super siren, and emergency calling. Now I am going to
its first feature, that is super flash. So it's a special kind of heat beam. If it falls on the attacker side, the person will not able to see anything for few minutes. So you can see how it works. If the girl presses this button, and this temperature rises in just 4 to 5 seconds. And if the girl make this area contact with this, any body parts of the attacker, then the person will feel a beating pain, and the person will not able to attack the girl anymore. So its third feature is super siren, where you can see if the girl will press this button, this super siren will activate, and this super siren is 2 times powerful than the police siren. And if this get activates, it will create havoc in the environment, and the attacker will run away from that area. So let me do a demonstration. You can see. It's so powerful. So this is the fourth feature of Raksha Band, that is emergency calling. In this situation, it is difficult for a girl to call cell phone and dial 100 and call to the police station. So to make it simple, what I have done, I have made a one button calling. The girl just need to press this button and just need to make an action in this way, where there is a microphone and a earpiece. The girl can have a conversation with the police people and can call them, which could create a havoc among the attackers to run away from the situation.
So this is a lot of pilot testing which I have done on different girls, and they have successfully performed the pilot test. And how many of you know this guy, Tony Stark, in the movie Iron Man? I think many of you have seen the movie Iron Man 1 or 2 or 3. I think, yeah, all of you have seen. So this is whatever you have seen in the movie are of special effects and animation. Again, I want to say obviously that through his heartbeat, the Iron Man, you should execute the heat beam, or through hand, or the person can fly. Everything happens in a green room. Then I thought that why not to make it a practical in real life? Why not to make a Iron Man hand or Iron Man that heart beam in a real life? And is it possible to make? Let's see. This is where I have launched it at Barcelona, Spain, at an international conference, where you can see through my heartbeat, when I increase my heart rate, this beam gets executed. And I have a video for this also. You can see at my lab I have performed this. It's very heat beam. By increasing my heart rate I can, and when I reduce my heart rate, you can see that heat beam can even melt a bottle. If the water bottle, if I do at least from this distance, this bottle will get melt. And this is how our engineering lives go. If I can little bit understand the Hindi also, I think.
Communication side. What are the uses of optical web? There are many uses of optical also, and optical web has many uses, sir. The use of optical web, because there are many microwave uses which are used using optical web. Okay. I don't know what I want to do. There are some chapters like question will be checked on. अरे सर इकडे स्टार्ट चेस्ना इकडे पूछ चेस्ना optical fiber is a kind of fiber and it is a very nice optical fiber uses communication and communication uses optical fiber. So optical fiber plays a crucial role in communication. Hence this is optical fiber and it uses. Okay, మీరు హెన్స్ప్రోడ్ అని చెప్పారు మీరు చెప్పు హెన్స్ప్రోడ్ చాలా సెకండ్ ఇలా సార్ ఏలియన్ అంటే ఏంటి? ఏలియన్ అంటే పేరు సార్ ఎలాగా? సారీ నాకు ఏలియన్ తెలీదు. వెళ్ళి ఎంత 26 సార్. ఇంకెళ్ళే సార్ మార్క్స్ సార్ మాట్లాడలేదు కదా. What is the use of a capacitor? Sir, how can you differentiate between digital and analog communications? Yes, sir. Job అదొక్కటే ఓహో వాట్ ఇస్ అపశ్యాంపం కిరికిరి గంట బ్యాకే చదివాను సార్ కూర్చుంటుండే గుర్తురాకే సార్ వచ్చిందే చదివినది ఏదా నేను ఏమడిగినా నాకే సార్ మార్క్స్ ఇంకోసారి కడమ కనబడాలంటే తప్పగట్టిగా బుక్ చేసేస్తాను నెక్స్ట్ why do we need cathode in this process?
We need cathode in this process because the process needs to be completed. The process cannot be completed without cathode. So we need cathode.
Pakistan. So last part करें నన్ను ఆన్సర్ చెప్పండి ఈ వాదెంట్లో ఉంది వచ్చేసింది సార్ ఏం చేస్తుందా సార్ ఇవాళ నేర్చుకుంటున్నారా యాక్టింగ్ నేర్చుకుంటున్నారా క్వశ్చన్ రిపీట్ చేయండి సార్ క్వశ్చన్ నేర్చుకునేవాడు Sir, how does the processor work?
The processor works according to the process. The process comes into the processor. The processor processes the process.
What are the different types of diodes? నేను నీకు మళ్ళీ చెప్తున్నాను అసలు తెలిస్తే తెలుసని చెప్పు లేదంటే లేదంటే మాతో దగ్గర గాలి దోసలేదు చెప్పు ఏదో ఏదో థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్
Question please, just one question each person.
Good morning and great presentation. You are an inspiration to all the young people sitting here, particularly the school kids.
Yeah.
My question is, what prompted you to do all these inventions? How did it start? What was the thinking behind it? I mean, or you just wanted to be the inventor because you started at a very young age.
Yeah.
What was driving you towards that?
Yeah, after the practical problems which I am seeing in my day-to-day life, because just now I explained one, I narrated one incident during my 10th standard, and I was accompanying with my father for his health checkup, and my eye got attracted towards a disabled person. So the problem which I see in my day-to-day life, like I saw a disabled person, like one old age disabled person was being assisted by a nurse all the time. So I felt the pain of a disabled person. I thought myself as a disabled person that if someone ties my hand, ties my leg and put a tape on my mouth, can I able to sit for 10 minutes even? That how that person is surviving his whole life. So I try to feel the pain of the disabled person. And in every case, like for using my laptops and all, by seeing the rape attacks, by seeing the road accidents, whatever the problems I am seeing in my day-to-day life, I thought that there should be a solution. And I have found, I have interest towards electronics and technology. So I thought to solve that problem through this technology by giving something back to the society.
Thank you very much. Great.
Good morning. My name is Sushil here.
Sorry.
Yeah. My question to you is, how do we get these products which you have displayed?
Yes,
like you said, you couldn't carry it to Abu Dhabi. Then how do we access this, and what is the plan to reach out to all the people across India and the world The Raksha band especially.
Yeah, you have asked a wonderful question. Actually, many of my innovations are in pilot testing stage, where I am testing on different kind of among my known people, and I am getting the feedbacks like it needs some improvement or something. So pilot testing some of my, on my innovations like breathing sensor, Raksha band, super sense are in successful stage. But yeah, I am now how these technologies and gadgets can be marketed even in the international field. Then if I am getting any that kind of support to make it internationally available, then it's really pleasure for me.
I'm Prakash. It's really inspirational to see all these things. But like you said, when process starts, process everything and process completes. Just tell us what obstacles you encountered in all your innovations, and whether your parents supported or your friends or community, how did you get all the support?
Yeah. There are so many barriers like society barriers, age barriers, so many barriers happen, like even parents also. Obviously, many of our parents think that if you are an engineer or doctor, then you are successful. If you are diverted from that part, if you are a good singer or if you are a good dancer, if you are an entrepreneur or an inventor, then you are not successful. So during my 10th standard, at the beginning, what I try to do, I try to blackmail my parents in a way that, see, now it's a board exam. If you are not funding my to complete this breathing sensor research, then I am not going to study. And if I am not going to study, then think of your society, of your neighbors. Think of your reputation. One of your neighbor will say, see, my child got a topper and your child got poor marks. So think of your reputation among the society. So you fund my innovation, then I will score good marks in exams. So in this way, in the beginning, I deal with my parents. It's obvious that your parents will not able to understand what to do at the beginning stage until and unless you are successful. Yes, I can understand now. My parents support me in whatever I am doing now. They are happy whatever I am continuing my life. But at the beginning, to convince them is too difficult. So for that, at least you have to reach to that stage to make them convince. In beginning, if you say that you want to go in this field has a great success, they won't accept. Apart from parents, like society, what the stupid things you are doing? Come on, study only good marks can give you a good platform in big companies or MNCs, or you can go to IITs. This is a society which they think if you are getting into IIT or IIM, then you are successful. If you are diverted from the path, then you are not successful. So there you will get lot of negativities, lot of demoralization from the society as well. And obviously age also, if you do something, if you at young age, like at my age 18, if I go to someone and approach an investor, like yes, I have developed something, please fund my innovation or something, they won't do. Then later I understand that yes, you need to make a proper plan, proper presentation, proper team profile you should have. You should be in product stage, piloting reports and testing, so many reports you have to maintain to get an investment. So this is life is a journey, and we can learn through by doing some practical experience. And young age is the best way, because at young age, if you are doing mistakes, that can be rectified. You can overcome your mistakes and you can continue. No one is going to observe your mistakes. But at later age, if you start, then everyone is going to observe your beat and beat anything you execute. That's what I am to say. Yes, sir.
Sushant.
Yes, sir.
It's a very interesting presentation, no doubt. You started very young. You have a number of products at a testing stage.
Yeah.
Has any one product hit the market till now?
Yeah, one of the product is I have more than 15 innovations which have I think demonstrated five or six of them. There is also low cost electricity system for village people. For in India there are so many villages and sector where in one place in Agar in Madhya Pradesh there are 22 villages where I have developed a low cost electricity system at rupees 15,000, only at 1,500 rupees Indian rupees. Where they can get 15 hours light and fan, because in village areas they don't need TV, AC or anything. They need only light and fan, where they have never seen electricity in their whole life. So what they need to do, they need to place it on a bicycle or on the chair. They need to cycle. It's main the innovativeness is that less input and more output. Only for 30 minutes or 20 minutes they need to cycle if they are going a long distance to drag water or they come back or put it on a stand and do cycling, so it can maintain their good body physics and the battery can get charged. And if then at night they put it on the technology board, then they can get one special design LED light and a fan which works through a 12-volt battery. They don't need the 250-volt battery. So this is being commercialized by Reliance Foundation. I mean, they have taken this and they are marketing in the Agar village.
Good. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Has any disabled person been able to use any
Yeah,
of
more
your
than
products?
40 people, yeah, in Apollo Hospital, in Kerr Hospital, and at the organization of National Innovation Foundation, NIF. There are many such places where this pilot testing is being performed, and it's under like 8 months trial, more 6 to 7 months or 8 months trial will be performed, because it's related to a person or so for a disabled person. And I'm getting some feedback, like I got one feedback, like one negative feedback, like there are disabled person are of age 70, also there are also age of 20. But the breathing rate of person of 70 and 20 are different. So there should be a regulator that for 70 there should be a regulator, then we implemented that technology. So whatever the feedback I'm getting from this in this pilot testing, I'm trying to implement in this circuit so that it can be the best way when they will use it as a product.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Sushant, for the wonderful presentation.
Yes.
I take a sigh of relief when my son breaks a toy and looks into a circuit, so I know where he can go now. Thank you for a wonderful presentation.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
May I request?
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm feeling like I am in India.
May I request Vice Chairman of Doha Chapter, CA Raja Gopalakrishnan, to please come and hand over a memento to Sushant.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I can.
This will do later.